Keep forgetting to mute my unmute my voice mic. Why do I have my voice mic on my starting soon screen? Actually, yeah. Why do I have that on this screen? I never talk on it. There we go. So yeah, that now I don't have to mute my voice mic every time I'm on my starting soon screen, and I can actually, yeah, like that. God. Oh, come on. That was not bright of me. All right, we're getting into this. I'm gonna add some text to the very top. We're gonna just go ahead and add some text here. Spell it right. There we go. Got some text. It's really big text. Wow. Why is it so big? I can... There we go. Let me make it purple and not pink. There we go. Yay! I have text now. I have text to put on screen. There. Bam. Text now. All right. All right. I'm ready. Are you ready? He says to an audience of 0 viewers. Yes, I'm ready. Let's do this. Let's play some more Trigger Happy Havoc. Where last I left off... Load game. Where last I left off, one of my favorite characters had been strung up. Full crucifixion mode. And I cried. Yeah, there she is. There she sure is. Let's see here. We are starting straight in with the investigation. We're gonna go ahead and investigate. More important things to worry about than a dumbbell. Are you sure? For now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall? Yeah. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood.
So...
I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too... strange. But you know, that whole thing about bloodlust and blood, doesn't it sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. And at the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack! Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. Oh dear. The ultimate murderous fiend creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killing.
What is this?
And this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? Why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. Oh boy. The real? Wait, are you saying Genocide Jack is here in the school?
No way!
There's no way. Quite so far as bloodlust at the scene. I'm surprised at their stupidity.
Well,
You can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. What is it now? Blah, 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 blah. Toko! Hina was pointing towards the entrance to the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. No! Why? 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 Oh, Toko's losing her mind. Ka-donk. Oh. Wait, hang on. There it is. Man, Toko's loud. She fainted! That did not sound good. Toko! Hina rushed over to the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up! Oh, that's right. I just remembered what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood. So she is hemophobic. I imagine she does not want to watch. She does not watch too many horror films then. This isn't a violation of the rules, right? I mean, she technically passed out somewhere besides her room. I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like on purpose. So since she didn't faint on purpose, it doesn't count. Gotcha.
Just a second.
Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. Toko, wake up, or
release the drone.
Toko, I'm gonna release the drone. If you don't wake No. As if she'd heard her. Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. Toko, could you please put that tongue away? Ignoring the physical contortion she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just so shocked, you know? It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, or you? Okay. I'm fine, I'm fine. Oh, is that a dead body? Hey! Hey, are you dead?
What the heck?
Must have hit her head real hard when she fainted. The blood on the front and back, the top ending, and the bottom of the sea of truth and a web of lies!
Well,
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds so completely different. No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right?
I see.
It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It might be best if we take her back to her room for the time being.
so,
I don't mind taking her, but someone help me? You came in at a weird time. Yeah, Toko fainted and then started acting very different. Hello, welcome to the stream. If you need help, I don't mind. Taka, could you help me? Huh? She totally ignored me. Very well. You take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin the investigation right away. And I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Well, hold on a second. Rushing to an investigation, the mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that.
Don't make me repeat myself.
There's no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone amongst us. God damn it, I fucked up the bit. I would ignore him too. Yeah, me too. Me too. Ah, Hifumi, the victim of a writer's room that hates him. Isn't that right, Monokuma? Wow, right is right! Don't take it as a bad thing, just a fact of life! Because that's how graduation works! Then it's happened again. Is that what you're saying? That another one of us... Another one of us killed a fellow classmate. What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls, you know that? No balls! Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want, Monokuma. Dude. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry. Dude's got no dick, no balls. Fuck, no balls. And probably no butthole either because he's a teddy bear. Ow. Oh, I'm so sorry.
Stop talking.
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right? I sure did, chum. Allow me to present the next Monokuma file. I know how much you must be looking forward to it.
See ya
Now
later.
please do your very tippy-top best on this investigation.
No way.
We really gotta do another investigation. Examining the corpse of one of our friends. Having to suspect all our other.
Why?
I hate this. I can't take it anymore. I hate it too. I've had enough. I'm getting out of here. Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run.
Such ignorance.
Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. You're very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
Naturally.
How could I not be? If you don't unmask the culprit, we all die. That's true, but to jump into it so soon. What? Do you want to die?
Such ignorance.
Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now, go ahead. You're a waste of space. Jesus Christ, Byakuya!
Damn you!
Dead body is an object?
Piece of shit!
Chihiro wasn't an object! Show a little respect, or I'll beat some into ya! You're really becoming a pain in my balls, Byakuya!
Calm down.
Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth in what Byakuya said. Kyoko!
Because
If we don't solve the mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. If Byakuya is right, Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro.
that's right.
Unless we do something, more victims could start piling up. Forget more victims. If we mess up, we're all dead meat.
Hey, hey.
Hold on. If that's your worry, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people. What? I don't remember any rule like that.
Actually,
I just came up with it. I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life would all be over, right? A new rule has been added to the regulations manual.
so then.
In that case, why not limit it to one person?
Hey,
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on the potential of a serial killer angle. Yeah. Just one would totally murder that possibility.
punishment is
Farewell for
waiting
now.
for you.
I'll catch you guys at the class trial. I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can only kill up to 2 people, then one more person's life could still be in danger. Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens.
You son of a bitch!
You need to shut the fuck up!
So,
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna go drop Toko off at her room. Nice, I'm gonna get dropped off.
there is nothing to
We
be
have
done.
no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation tout de suite. If we do not solve the mystery of who killed Chihiro,
Is that okay?
we will quickly follow her into the afterlife. That's true. I hate this, but if we want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. We don't have any other choice. Investigate. First of all, I better check the Monokuma file to see exactly what's going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. And I'm still so fucking sad about that. Time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the 2nd floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. It's not like there's any point complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Monokuma file number 2 has been added to truth bullets. Hey Makoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me?
Naturally.
Of course. Life without purpose is quite dull, you know. So what do you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh?
What?
I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, I just...
Stop talking.
You seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. So, you're inviting me to come with you? You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though.
Let's go.
Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Alright. Well, looking at the weight here, my guess from last stream is immediately thrown out the window. I don't think Toko's doing that. The bloodstain. There's a bloodstain on this dumbbell. Monokuma Fowl said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was the murder weapon?
Right.
I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell has been added to the truth bullet section. Boom. There's a fresh blood stain on the carpet. Must have been splattered with blood during the murder. The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. What's up with that poster? There's a blood stain on the back on that poster over there. Hi, you woke up. Hello. Hi, babe. How was nap? The poster's got some blood on it. Must have happened during the murder. Mondo Owada. Blah. Fair. Let's investigate Chihiro herself. I could feel the life draining out of my own body. Another dead body. Chihiro's dead body.
Very strange.
The more I look, the more strange it all seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but
What?
we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. Alright, well I guess I'm not gonna investigate Chihiro any closer. I use this locker room all the time. Now, it's become the site of Chihiro's death. Why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else than carried here. She's very light, that is true. Wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? You've been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. So you're saying she came here to exercise? According to the Monokuma file, she was killed around 2 in the morning. Could she really have been exercising that late?
Perhaps.
Ino or myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. Instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night.
However,
It's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. They're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, because she would also have come with someone else. Possibility, I think. I don't think you're in trouble. My lovely partner has been just sending some DMs in Discord to make sure that nothing gets spoiled. Let me talk to Kyoko. She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going over every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know, being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. Carpet. What do you have to say, Mondo? Dude had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All, I need to get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did. Which I guess explains the trip down here. Did you really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't that strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about all that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Mondo's account has been added to the Truth Bullet section of your handbook. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already?
what?
New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of this case. I'm shrinking the text a little bit. Whee! There we go. I have some fun text at the top of my stream now. Haha! That's true, but
Let's go.
if you're satisfied, let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So, this is our next location. Huh? this is related to the investigation. Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? If I remember right, this card reader is meant to work with our handbooks, right?
What?
Do you have an issue with it? You should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together.
Did you call for
You called for me? Oh my god, he's figured out how to summon the bear. Holy shit. Has he been domesticated?
That's right.
Seems that Makoto has a question for you.
You need something?
Sure. What's up? Just about this card reader. Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with each of your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to your gender listed in your individual handbook. But it's impossible for two people in a row to fucking... Oh shit. All the doors unlocked, correct? It's impossible for two people in a row to go through all the doors unlocked, so you have to go in one at a time. If there was some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter. The school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Of course.
Correctly correct. So then, that means only girls can go into the girls' locker room and only boys can go into the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means, hey Makoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there.
So in other words,
As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right?
such ignorance.
Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to slip out the loophole in the regulations. Knowing you, I bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things. Yeah, you're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of the main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things.
Yep.
Get it? Got it? Good. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So, so sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure out the rest of your own damn self. He's so funny. He's just so strange. What a weird bear creature he is. Oh Monokuma.
That's fine.
Well, I know you're unfortunately lacking in mental facilities, so I'll fill you in myself. Thank you for pinning a message. Thank you. Yes, no spoilers. I've heard that this one gets uncool. Here we go. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for here? Does that mean I have to figure it out for myself? Okay. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them. What are they doing here? We finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. It seems there's a system in place where the handbooks of dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then, these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it for yourself. Immediately turn on one of the handbooks, and when I did... Sayaka Maizono. You're right, this is Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer's been in front of you the entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the act of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine. I see, yeah, now I understand. Main hall e-handbooks has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
What?
Hold on a second. What's wrong?
Very strange.
It's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. And the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right?
I see.
It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right. It wouldn't be surprising for the handbook to break during that kind of assault.
Damn it!
Hey, hey! Hey, 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 hey! Hey! What? That e-handbook is essential to student life here. Crucial, integral, instrumental, a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it would freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with. It wouldn't do crap. Oh, but even my amazing handbook does have one single weak point. Anyway, out of context spoilers, anyone care for some butter? Uh-oh. It does?
I can't hear you!
But it's a secret. I wouldn't want you to go breaking any more handbooks.
What?
And Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken.
What?
But you might ask, how could that be? Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on.
That's fine.
I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. A broken e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. Okay then. This should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? The fuck do you mean? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? What do you mean by that? To be exact, not quite. Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. And you really think, you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro?
Don't make me repeat
Absolutely. I have no doubt that Genocide Jack is the culprit of this case. A murderous fiend, Genocide Jack, right? There's nobody else it could be. A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly then slipping away before the police can catch up to them. And what nickname did the internet give to this mysterious serial killer? Genocide Jack. They say he's killed thousands of people, but that's gotta be an urban legend. So could one of us really be a demented, psychotic killer like that? You're not wrong to wonder. But words mean little right now. I have something that'll prove it. And I can show you. Okay.
Don't make me repeat.
And I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide all the evidence you need.
All clear.
Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence. Does something like that really? Ah! Hey, you two! Big trouble. Need your help.
I don't have time.
We're
to play
busy.
with
Leave us alone.
I
It's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please. You gotta help me. Asahina? This is a serious emergency. Please, please, you gotta help me. Just calm down, okay, Hina?
I mean-
But it's an emergency! An emergency? What happened?
No.
Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya?
Very strange.
It's Toko. I must admit, I'm intrigued. Suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure?
Don't make me repeat.
Don't make me
myself.
repeat myself. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no and that would be the end of it.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, hurry. Wait for us, Hina. Looks like she's headed to the dorms. Toko's room, most likely. You're right. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. Byakuya caring about Toko. Aw. He's kind of concerned. He's like, Toko is scaring me. Is Toko inside? Some kind of emergency. Don't awe this?
Ignorance.
Fair. Okay, where... Who... Owie. Let me talk to you then. You guys are too slow! I think you're just too fast. So, what's this emergency?
So,
Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out and kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff?
That's fine.
We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. I may as well give it a shot. Door swung open, slowly and silently. Holy crap! An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a gasp out of me.
Oh, nothing. It's just that, Hina was really worried about you, holding yourself up in your room.
leave me alone.
She's back to stuttering again.
Yeah, sure thing. But, could you open up, just for a second?
Won't allow it.
Huh?
Huh?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control.
Uh-oh. Just like that, she slammed the door in my face. Oh! Ah! What was that? Been acting like that the whole time. When I rang a little while ago... Drive out the killer. Drive out that murderous fiend. Doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door, but it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. Couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her door. Did she think the same thing as Byakuya? Did she think the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared?
But
Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Is there anyone else who might be able to persuade her? Byakuya? You think you could ask her? Come out of her room, I mean.
That's fine.
Sure, whatever. Huh? You're gonna talk to her, Byakuya? Oh, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Byakuya stood in front of her door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. Nice. After a few moments...
what do you want?
Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Bakula! Byakuya causing problems on purpose to Gami. There he is!
It's Byakuya.
That's not even close to my name. I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. Don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again! And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off. There's nothing else we can do. Let's get back to the investigation. Hold on! Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise?
What?
Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But
Stop talking.
if I say I don't know, that means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh, yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her.
Let's go.
Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! I hurried to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept on walking towards his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library? Come on, let's go in. Okay. There are no clues there. We need to check elsewhere. Okay. Is the evidence that proves Genocide Jack was really in the library?
Don't make me repeat
Don't
myself.
make me say it again. Knock it off. What does a desk lamp matter right now? Fucking, I don't know, man. Do I need to go in here? I remember on the other side of this door, it's the archive, right? Hurry up and go inside. Oh, here.
Let's go.
It'll all make sense once you're inside. Whoa, there's so many books and files. So much dust, too.
So in other words,
I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. This shelf is stuffed tight with files. Without really thinking about it, I picked one at random. I have a sharp eye indeed to select that file. Huh?
that's right.
That's the report on a presidential assassination. The original is kept at the National Library. It won't be declassified for another 30 years. Are you sure you want to look at it now? There's no telling whose crosshairs you might wind up in for peeking at it. Without making a sound, I returned the file to the shelf. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges and the dust, it looks like there was something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful when I was in the library. Extension cord, huh? So many file stuff on the shelf. What's in all these things? Those documents are dangerous. Dangerous? They detail all the people who control the world from behind the scenes. Dangerous truth for a commoner. In like members of the Diet or something? No, I mean the ones with real power. The secret council controlling everything from the shadows. If you're ready to be disappeared for it, take a look. There are some very interesting people in there. You're just kidding, right? Am I? I'll just let it go for now. Huh? The desk lamp. Yeah, the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before.
What?
Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was in here before. It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. And a token! Fucking... Whoa. There's a camera up there. There's a ton of thick file stuff on the bookshelf. If you're thinking of looking through any of them, let me give you a little warning. Those things are filled with graphic, disturbing photos from all kinds of crime scenes. It's the kind of thing any normal person would never want to look at. Be careful. Huh? What do you mean? All those files are investigation reports related to different cold cases. Those are internal documents for police eyes only. They're not the kind of thing you'd expect to leak. Oh? So, are you finally beginning to understand the true splendor of this library? The entire reason I was interested in the library is because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? This can't be for real, right?
Such ignorance.
That's your guys' problem. Anything that doesn't fit into your preconceived reality, you label it as a lie. Well, it's not that, it's just... It's not like I totally refuse to believe it, but, I mean, there's just so much. How could anyone have put all this together? Suppose it goes to show just how much power Hope's Peak truly wields. Or perhaps, the mastermind may have wanted to provide us with enough entertainment to keep us from getting bored. It's no use. I can't keep up with all this. It's too unreal. What's wrong? You still can't believe it? What about you? How can you believe it so easily? Things like that are usually impossible. What do you mean, usually? Usual? Normal, ordinary, simple. Those things don't exist anywhere in the real world. If you don't understand what they actually represent, you don't understand the nature of anything. You don't pull your punches, do you? Besides, what you consider usual is based on your common sense, right? But what makes you think your own common sense applies to me at all? Documents gathered here are genuine. I've reviewed them multiple times, so there is no doubt. Hold on, you've read all of these documents more than once? All this has to be top secret confidential stuff, right? So why? My family has a reading room just like this at our home. Ours is bigger, of course, and not as dusty. Huh? Members of the Togami family have access to any variety of government-related documents. That includes foreign powers as well as domestic. How is that possible?
So in other
I already
words,
told you there's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. My family is a member of that council. And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world to my will. Byakuya knows who did the JFK assassination. True, real canon. I know who did JFK. I know, Makoto. But to become such a ruler, I must know all levels of this world, backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim that without a doubt, the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind is. And what always interested me most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine ever since I was little. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. Jesus Christ! Among all those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed a specific file from the shelf.
That's right.
This is the complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases has all been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is that when the victims are murdered, their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same as what happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. Byakuya is a true crime girly, but advanced. This man listens to every true crime podcast under the sun. Every single one of them, all the time, all at once. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about that aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about this act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in this fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim if it wasn't the real... That's the key question. In fact, the answer is quite simple. The culprit isn't a copycat, it's the real Genocide Jack.
In other words,
That right there is evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. You might even say he's... among us. I played it right this time. Fuck you. I'm sorry. That was uncalled for. Woo. Ah. And Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer is walking around among us? He said it! Somebody's sus! He said it.
interesting.
Things really are starting to get interesting, aren't they? He said the funny thing! He said the funny thing! Ah! Sorry. I played that sound effect earlier when Toko fainted. Not on time, mind you. Not even close to on time. But I think I'm gonna try where anytime someone faints, except for like Mondo or Sakura or Hifumi, like where any smaller character faints, I play that sound effect. I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become a part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be good for you to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. Ferret? That's very close to Also, babe. In advance, you're welcome. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Byakuya. ... Oh boy. Bestie, yeah? Byakuya, about that Genocide Jack case file, at least take me to dinner first, Byakuya. He'd probably, I don't know, he'd bring the fanciest fucking restaurant in existence. And it would be pretty stuffy in there, probably. You let me see it?
That's fine.
Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Feel free to look at it in here, but you can't take it with you. Murder Cases of Genocide Jack, top secret. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense and nervous fingers. Hang on, let me act out what Makoto is doing. Let me just act this out real quick. Oh my god! That was like the worst. That was the single worst bit of voice acting I've ever fucking done. I am so sorry. We're gonna move on. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I'd reached the page where photos from the scene of each crime had all been collected. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Whoa, Jesus. Hana Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komatsu Nataro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Takeshi Masamune, Yuto Umejima. There was no end to it. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in the exact same way. And at the end of every murder, the word bloodlust was left written in the victim's own blood. Now take a look on the next page and you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page? Profiling results? All of the crimes took place either on weekdays or at night, or during holidays. Either on weekdays at night, or during the holidays, either day or night. The most common times for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it suggested the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was any external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder. Oh boy, this isn't gonna be written well, is it? Hi, Ren, welcome. Yeah, I think I'm starting to put some pieces together. We're still on chapter 2 here, and no, of course not, LMAO. Yeah, this ain't gonna be written very well, is it? The key point here is that the culprit may well have a split personality. And this isn't even the worst part. It gets worse than this? Oh god. Well, I mean, at least I'm sort of thinking that half my guess from the first was right. Or maybe even like most of it, because I might be able to guess what Toko's secret is at this point. I finished the first trial. Yeah, now I'm on chapter 2. Split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV. Please don't frame it like that. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. This one's way more unbelievable than anything else up until now. Seeing Chihiro's death fucking broke me completely. Like, entirely. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know, I feel like my mind has gone numb. Genocide Jack case file has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Let's go.
Alright, we should get going soon. Huh, where are we going? Anywhere but here. We finished our business, haven't we? Wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that?
I don't have time.
Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together the whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own.
Goodbye.
Well, goodbye. Fucking asshole! And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he asked me to join him, he cut me off. In the end, I was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Damn, Byakuya, sounds like your dad. I mean, uh-oh. Genocide Jack. He's the one that killed Chihiro. And that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find that out, no matter what it takes. And to do that, somewhere I have to go investigate one more time. To go back to the crime scene, check the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. The others might have come up with some info I might find useful while I'm at it. I need to find out everything I can. Alright, back to the locker rooms. Hi, Hifumi.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Ding ding ding! Hirofumi just discovered evidence revealing the identity of the culprit!
I feel as if
Another stat increase for me! Evidence? What did you find? I cannot reveal that just yet. But I guarantee you that what I found will steal the killer's breath from his lungs! Are you sure about that? Oh yeah! Miss Ludenberg said she witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see?
Well,
You refused to tell me.
seem...
Like when a girl bullies the boy she likes, right? Right. Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the doors. She was there, but at the same time, not there. What's it gonna be?
Fumi, shut up and give me the dang evidence, seriously. Yeah. Please. Just stop, please. Whoa. Hello? There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is that? Boys' locker room carpet has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. Huh, this poster. Popular boy band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite fit in the boys' locker room. This leads to the pool, right? Whoa. What's all the way over there? Hello. Maybe there's some kind of clue in the lockers. Guess not.
And a token!
Oh. Hello? Oh, I can just... Makoto, did you fail to consider how fruity Mondo and Taka are? Yeah, they really are quite fruity. Am I planning to get to the second trial tonight? Yes, I am. The way that the streams seem like they're gonna shake out for this is that I stream until investigation. The bakery's open! The bakery! I stream until investigation begins, and then I stream the investigation and the trial in one stream. So I think I should be able to get through the trial on there. What is the most noteworthy part? But the big-breasted swimsuit model is pretty noticeable, too. Girls' locker room doesn't seem like the kind of place you'd find something like this. Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the other locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. The boys' locker room has a poster of a popular boy band. In the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big-breasted swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? Oh my god. The posters got switched. But if they were, why? What reason could anyone have? Makoto, do you fail to consider how fruity Sakura and Hina are? Makoto has the opposite of gaydar. He has gayness blinders. He's not homophobic, but he just doesn't consider the possibility, like, ever. Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little more about the locker room. 2 locker room posters has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook. That is an interesting detail. You spend a lot of time exercising in the girls' locker room, right, Sakura? I've used it every day since it opened up. Sometimes Hina and I use it together. Okay, then let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys' and girls' locker rooms could have been switched?
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid attention to the posters. I see.
However...
There is something that's bothering me about the locker room. Yeah, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee in the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass of it after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain? I don't see any stain on the carpet now.
Of course.
Exactly. I noticed it earlier, but the stain has disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. Still, isn't it unusually clean? As if there was never a stain to begin with. disappearing someone not only switched the posters, but then also switched the carpets. Would they have switched the locker rooms? No. No. The locker rooms are set. There's no nameplates that you can switch on the locker rooms. So why go... I mean, going through all of this trouble... Someone killed Chihiro in the boys' locker room and switched out the carpets and poster? Someone had a lot of fucking time on their hands. Real complex about being weak. Oh yeah, this just gets me Mondo's account. Anything from you, Kyoko? You made any progress on your investigation, generally speaking.
However,
But I have to get going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it?
well,
Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But
so then,
the smoke is coming out of my ears. It really is. Before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time. Thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts.
goodbye.
That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. Chihiro's handbook is missing. That's definitely worth worrying about. Chihiro's e-handbook has been added to the truth bullet section. Okay. Let's examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but I do have my limits. Well, I'll give it a shot anyway. Kyoko's like, I know exactly what happened, but I'm not telling you. Figure it out yourself. Seriously? Get, like, help, please? Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up in a kind of crucifix position. Huh? This rope has a plug? Oh, that's not looking good. Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. The more I think about it, that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head. I mean, someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. Right, there's the issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. Seeing them again from looking through the Genocide Jack file, something's not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of the dead body has been added to the truth bullet section of the handbook. She was tied up with the extension cord that came out of the archives section of the library, which only Byakuya has really been in. Unless someone else came in as well. But, like, the thing is, Byakuya is the only one who's really had any interest in that library. But would Byakuya use the extension cord that he knows I saw is not in that box? Interesting. Good fucking lord. One thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. There's a certain place I need to revisit and look over again. Plus, it might help to look at that case file one more time. Leave the girls' locker room. Yes. This case has a lot of twists and turns. Yeah, it does. I'm losing my fucking mind. Jesus Christ. Alright. Celeste had something I needed to talk to her about, and she's at the warehouse? Wait, that's... Yes. Warehouse. Yeah. So... Byakuya is really obsessed with this case. Why would he bring me along to show me all of these things if he was the one who did it? But also now everything is pointing to that. Celeste, what do you have to say? Celeste, what are you doing here? This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from. Byakuya is as much of a true crime girly as Sonia, never mind. I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
Most unfortunate.
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless. Then you did find something. Very well. I will tell you, and only you.
Actually,
Last night I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse. What? Really?
indeed.
It was right before nighttime.
What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
What? how did you know?
Because I can see a blue track jacket sticking out of that duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right. Thanks. Well, I'd better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone.
Yes,
I assumed
indeed.
she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it appears she ignored the nighttime rule, headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this ever would have happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose.
Celeste! Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa! No!
Apparently she went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or the duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Wait a second. Where would the killer have gone to get rid of it? Where would it be? Nothing in the laundry room. Let's check. I'm gonna check the trash room again. Nope. The trash room. The dump. Get in the way. I can't actually get inside. No one else was left who could do what Leon did. Yeah, true. Alright. And where was the last place I needed to look? The archive in the library. That was the other place. Okay. Go back to the archive in the library, because this lamp is plugged in. The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see it's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here, but last time I saw it, it was definitely on. It was definitely right here. Byakuya was using an extension cord. There's no extension cord here now. I wonder if library desk lamp has been added to the truth bullet section. I want to take another look at that case file. It's around here somewhere. It's gone. Someone take it out of the archive, but the only one who would do something like that... Can't think of anyone but Byakuya. Wooden box is empty. The extension cord was in there before. Yeah. Now with all of these other things, I'm thinking I might be wrong from my guess from last stream. Mastermind's motive. Alright. Where else can I go? Where else can I go to find things? I can go to the dining hall. Miku's not beating the EP allegations right now. Oh, I mean, it seems like we've gotten a solid thing in place for like tiring her out at nighttime instead of having her be a high energy menace. Oh, Hina, how's Toko doing? Same as before, she won't come out. She keeps mumbling something about Genocide Jack, so I just left her there. You left her? My head was all swimming. I was getting pretty hungry. Yeah. Miku is the cat. Miku is her cat. Very, very adorable, very menacing little cat. Piece of absolute work. I'm gonna head back as soon as I'm done eating. Toko's not exactly pleasant, but I'm still worried about her. Speaking of which, what are you eating? A donut, of course. Of course. There's two things I'm sure God created. Outer space and donuts. Oh my god, Aoi, stop being cute. I'm afraid you're gonna die next. Really? I bet Chihiro would have liked to eat more donuts. Maybe that was her one big regret.
Aw.
I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time
Well,
with? She was a little bit strange. She didn't really hang out with the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you and her invited Chihiro to exercise with you, he always refused.
Yeah, totally.
Yep, it's true. It wasn't just us either. Like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex but totally fine with the opposite one? Wait, maybe she was used to guys spoiling her. Law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. Always account has been added to truth bullets. That's a really weird detail for them to put so much focus on, to the point of making it a truth bullet. I don't like what that's possibly setting up for me. Alright. We've gathered a whole bunch of evidence. It's time for the class trial.
I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for. The class trial.
The class
You
trial!
remember where to meet, right? Please go through the red door.
Begin the class trial. It's about to begin. The red door. It's right through there. I feel like I'm not gonna be ready for the bullshit that's gonna happen to me. Ahem! So, is everyone ready to... What? Am I blind? Or are we missing someone?
Yo.
Yeah. Toko's not here. And Toko is... You really don't remember? Kidding! I'm just kidding! How can I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time!
What are you gonna
Okie dokie! I'll go ahead and drag her out here kicking and screaming! One moment, please! And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him. I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you drag a girl around! Terrible! That's terrible! Phew! So now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle onto the elevator. Let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there. Wow. So, shall we get going? Time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill a girl like that. And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right there. You have no choice, right? We have to do this.
it's true.
Yes. I gave a small nod in reply. One last deep breath, I walked towards the elevator on shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. As soon as everyone was on, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle on my emotions, couldn't stop speculating. Oh, there's less people now. Oh. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally it came to a sudden stop. What do you think? I redecorated! Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting? Don't waste our time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with. Good, you're ripped ready to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all.
Well,
Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Please find your assigned seats. And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Save my game! Downshift reduces your aim speed, effective during the non-stop debate in the Hangman's Gambit. melodious voice. Increases damage to an opponent when a statement is destroyed. Effective during bullet time battle. Increases bullet capacity. Effective during the bullet time battle. 4. And that's it. I have all my available skills equipped. Let's go over this whole thing one more time. Victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. Time of death 2 a.m. The girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. Blow to the head with a blunt object. She may have used the locker room late at night to avoid them. Chihiro had stated she desired help with her efforts. May have been meeting someone in the locker room the night she was murdered. The dumbbell found on the floor of the girls' locker room had a significant amount of blood on it. Chihiro had told anyone willing to listen that she wanted to get stronger. She admired strength more than anything else. To unlock a locker room, you need to swipe your e-handbook over the card reader. You need a male student's handbook for the boys' locker room and a female student's for the girls. It is not possible for 2 people to enter at the same time. Additionally, lending someone your handbook is a violation of school regulations. The handbook of each student that has died is placed in the mailbox in the main hall. One of the handbooks found in the main hall had been broken, which is apparently a rare occurrence. Junko and Sayaka's handbooks both seem still to work. So it's assumed that the broken handbook is Leon's. Monokuma claims it's very unlikely that Leon's handbook would have been broken. Suspected genocide jack victims include Ken Harada, Tetsuhiro Honda, and Shoji Gaku, among countless others. They were killed in the same way, mounted to a nearby wall with the word bloodlust found at the scene of each crime written in blood. Profiling indicates the killer is likely a student suffering from a split personality. Chihiro seems to have consciously kept her distance from the other girls at school, even from the beginning. Meanwhile, it's been noticed that she got along remarkably well with her male classmates. The carpet in the boys' locker room was found with a blackish stain on it. Blood was found on the poster in the girls' locker room. The poster featured a big-breasted supermodel popular among young boys. Meanwhile, the poster in the boys' locker room was for a boy band popular with teenage girls. Chihiro's handbook was not found on her corpse and has apparently gone missing. Chihiro's body had been suspended, and her hands had been bound with some kind of a rope. Her fatal injury was a blow to the head. Sakura mentioned that she was responsible for a coffee stain on the girls' locker room floor, however the stain had since been inexplicably scrubbed away. Byakuya mentioned Byakuya was known to use this lamp often. The extension cord had gone missing at some point, and the lamp's cord couldn't quite reach the outlet. On the night of the murder, right before nighttime, Chihiro was spotted leaving the warehouse. It seems she was stuffing some blue exercise clothes into a duffel bag, presumably on her way to exercise. The clothes were not found at the crime scene. Celeste had not told anyone other than Makoto about this encounter. Here we go.
All rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial.
Here we go.
So, your votes will determine the results.
Is my light back there doing the thing? It's doing something. I'm gonna put it on that. Yeah! There we go. Is there a thing I can do to get it to like go full disco? 'Cause that's what I want. Yeah! There it is. Gets all the colors in there. Yeah, it's going through all of them now. Alright.
If
Cool.
you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. Make your locker room dumbbell. I do have to remind myself what the button to fire the gun is.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Yes.
According to the monitor.
Concentration. That speeds up the text. Triangle fires the bullet.
The killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
No!
Interesting.
Fuck! I missed!
That certainly would make them.
Poor Chihiro.
I fucking missed! God damn it!
Chihiro's fate, it appears it was...
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt instrument?
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Interesting.
Fuck! God damn it! No, I'm just trying to hit the fucking sentence.
It appears it was...
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Fucking got it. Finally! Jesus Christ!
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell found at the scene of the crime?
You love how it speeds up and slows down? That's me pressing the fast forward button when I get frustrated that I know what I'm firing at, but I just missed 2 different times.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yay! That's so creepy!
It's an investigation of a murder, Hifumi. It's not creepy.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the
It's so weird to hear Chat Noir's voice. Wait a minute. Which of these characters also voices Cat Noir? I'm assuming from Miraculous Ladybug? I feel like is that where that name comes from, right? Am I getting my things correct? I want to make sure I'm not confusing anything.
I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
The guy I'm playing in, yes. Oh, Makoto. The protagonist?
What?
Interesting.
For real? Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
The fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack. He also plays Aaron from AOT. Oh, interesting. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Oh, dear God. This debate lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these, so think of them as obstacles. There's a way to keep the white noise from getting in your way. To attach the silencer, which I can use to shoot down the white noise. If I shoot an actual remark with the silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease. Oh, come on! Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the white noise won't appear at all. I think that's what I have it set to. But now I don't remember and I'm scared. How many fucking wrinkles are they gonna put into these things? The Genocide Jack case file. Okay.
The culprit is Genocide Jack. I'm sure.
Oh, that's what they mean by white noise.
As far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible!
Why?
What makes... Well, I mean, come on! There's just no proof for it.
Fuck! God damn it.
Speaking of Genocide Jack...
God damn it. Fucking...
The culprit is Case closed.
But that's a...
Why? What makes it...
Well, I mean, there's just no proof for it.
Got it.
No, what's wrong?
Break. Okay.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library.
These things are so tense. Byakuya is so
I
annoying.
guess it's some kind of
Yeah.
confidential file the police
I mean,
put together about the Genocide Jack
Annoying, definitely. What the fuck? My brain genuinely just skipped like a record there. What the hell? Being annoying definitely goes along with being the ultimate Nepo baby. I want this man in a Catboy maid outfit. Makoto or me?
That's kind of
I can
weird
say
as
that
shit,
because
isn't
I'm
it?
dating you.
What was something like that doing in the library?
Sorry.
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget.
I don't know,
about that for
Byakuya.
now.
Oh, you meant Byakuya. Got it.
More importantly,
that
it
makes
outlines
sense
all
too.
the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail.
Once I get affiliate.
According to the file, there appear to be 2 defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case. The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
What the fuck? Hun, I hate to ask this of you while the debate is going on. Can you please clip that?
I want a clip of him saying boob lust and me going, what the fuck? What the fuck? Come on, man. That's right. Boob lust. No.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
No, dumbass.
But more important is the other characteristic.
If Fumi needs to
And
go
it's
home and
something that has never
I think
been made public.
no, he doesn't need any more of that. He does not need any more
Never
of
made
that.
public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
The other characteristic of every genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, it has to do with how the victim is positioned.
Apparently, in every genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the
Tell him,
body in a
Naegi.
certain way.
Yeah.
Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Thank you for getting that clip, love.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it? There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
No fucking way!
What a pain in my balls!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
Whoa! Oh, he's going hard on Toko.
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
What?
He's going real hard on Toko. What is...
Toko has like
What's the promise
or
that they
whatever,
made?
Remember? What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle. Man.
And this is where the fucking... Yeah. No, for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko but also not be Toko is not just one person but multiple people, right? Oh, this is not good. Hangman's Gambit. What the fuck are those letters? Yeah, please? Schizo? What the fuck? What the fuck? That's...
Now I understand.
That's such... What the fuck, Danganronpa? When did this game come
Is
out?
it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
That's so... Don't use that term, dude. Wow. That sucks.
I think I read
That
that
really
somewhere
sucks.
in the
Don't
file too.
refer to it as schizo. You could have had me spell the word split. It wouldn't have, it's still not, it's not a great thing to use for this case, but it would have been better than having me spell the word schizo. That's fucking awful.
They thought that the suspect might have, what did they
The
call
trial
it?
only gets worse.
Dissociative identity disorder.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable. Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
The one thing that shows Toko could have split personality. Her behavior change.
I got it!
I mean...
You're talking about how she
Yeah,
started
but-
acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
She was laughing, her tongue was sticking out. Updating the bottom, let's see if the truth and the what of lies.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
About the killer. About the murder.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in. It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
What?
Toko was afraid. Cool. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her.
This is very not
even
cool.
More people.
How? Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time.
Whoa.
And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Byakuya. What
this
the
is
hell,
all
man?
a lie. Right, Toko?
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story.
She wouldn't have been able to get into the.
Ask you to.
She wouldn't have been able to get into the locker room
This
where I
is
genuinely
the real
think
world,
the death took
not some
place.
romantic fantasy fairy tale. Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone. But in spite of that promise,
I think Byakuya might have gaslit her into thinking she killed the guy. I don't fucking know. What the hell is going on?
Kept my promise. You would go out with me.
Oh, Toko.
That's the only reason I promised.
Toko.
How many times do I have to tell you? I never said that.
I never said that. You're making shit up again. You sound crazy.
But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
I tried. I swear I tried to control it.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in
Gaslight
question
Gatekeep
directly.
Togami. Seriously.
Person, you don't mean.
Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom. Kinda like this! But in the next second...
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Genocide Jill? Whoa, wait a minute. Genocide Jill. Jack and Jill. Oh, fuck. Oh, no.
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do?
Toko, could you put the tongue away,
Ultimate
please?
murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck
Is it actually this?
What happened to you?
Is this actually what's going on?
That's a loser name, and what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Genocide or Sio? Or Show. Genocide Show. Genocide Show.
So intense.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie. Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
I mean, the voice actors had a fucking ton of fun doing this, I can tell. This is the murderous fiend genocide Jack. This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Fumi, what the fuck are you gonna say?
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you. I am the mastermind of all masterminds. Just kidding.
Yeah.
Then it's not true?
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid? And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people.
So, I don't think she killed Chihiro.
It's a necessary evil if you want to survive.
This is fucked as hell.
Living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again.
But I don't... Because why would the carpets and the posters be switched?
This should be enough to convince
Why would
you.
the carpets and the
This
posters be switched, and
murderous
why are
fiend
you
is
going so
responsible for
hard on
Chihiro's
this?
death.
You also know everything about the case, the extension cord.
There's
The one you
clearly
were
a
using
motive,
is the rope
so
to
there
tie
should
her up.
be no doubt.
What the fuck is going on?
Remember what Monokuma told us?
Think about it hard. I've been thinking about it hard. The steam is coming out my ears.
If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined. So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
I mean, to frame a girl
Interesting.
is my
Very
thought.
interesting. But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre...
Maybe so, but
The only one who
nevertheless,
knows
it's
enough
true.
about Genocide Jack, or Genocide Jill, the only one who would be in the boys' locker room to begin with, is Byaku.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah. I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all this. Status of a dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill it.
You say that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things.
Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
No, it's wrong.
Did I get it right? Did I shoot the right thing? I think I
Are
did.
the methods of murder really exactly the same? I'm not so
The
sure
methods
about
of
that.
murder are slightly different.
I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you!
Jesus.
I murder with passion and conviction.
With scissors.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce,
I
everything.
think of the entrails as spaghetti.
But what happened to Chihiro?
Sorry.
It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Or Chef Boyardee.
This is no creation of mine.
It's very, very similar.
Let me
But it's
rephrase
not
that
the same.
in a way that maybe makes more sense.
Text in red.
There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases.
Oh,
and
you
this
mean on the thing that I just exited off of? The difference between the murders. The neck and stomach. You'll see a clear difference. The fatal injury.
For one, the cause
Cause
of
of
death
death
is
is
different.
In all prior cases, it's been the sharp
In the
object.
Genocide Jack murders,
Multiple
all the
stab
victims were
stab
killed
wounds
the
across the
same
body
way.
believed to have been infected with the same scissors that were later used to attach the victim to the wall. Yeah.
According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with
Pairs
a
of
pair
scissors.
But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to
Think back to the
suddenly
changing
change
rooms?
their method?
I'm trying to think back to the changing rooms and also keep track of what's going on in this,
And there's
in the
more.
debates.
One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
I think Genocide Jill just wants spaghetti, you guys. Can we just, like, Monokuma, can we feed her a bowl of pasta? Is she gonna calm down?
Please stop comparing killing people to cooking?
Yeah, I'm gonna figure it out. I will get there. I'm trying to just make sure I follow the flow of the meeting.
So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
Yes. The victims were stabbed through the hands. There was something used to suspend her.
Do you remember what they used some kind of rope to hang
Not a
her up on
rope,
the wrist?
dumbass Naigi.
What is your point?
It was
Well,
not a fucking
in all
rope,
the
it was a
previous
goddamn
Genocide
extension
Jack
cord.
cases, something
Something else was used to suspend her.
specifically
Pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement. Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else? Big Mac said there's two differences. But
Big
he's
Mac?
wrong.
Big Mac?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
Big Mac! That's his nickname forever now.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more
I love that it's already sticking.
Huh?
It's like, yeah, Big Mac, shut up, listen to me.
Word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
Wait a minute.
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be
They were all
discovered.
males, weren't they?
Pattern.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
There was a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit it. Look at the names of every victim. Because Chihiro was a girl. All the other victims were men.
Chihiro was a girl?
Genocide Jack, no, you can't say that.
Bingo, bullseye, right on the money!
Oh, I've heard that voice clip before. Bingo, bullseye, right on the money. Yeah, I've heard that. I've heard that
In all
clip
the
before.
Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Enrada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takeshi Yoshida, 30. Komatsuna Taro, Takefumi Gono, Uchida Naohia. Takeshi Masamune. Twitches. Oh, we're getting to a fucking rough development, aren't we?
Conviction are all adorable little men. I can't believe I said it. I'm so embarrassed.
The hell is wrong with you?
The hell is wrong with you? Mondo says his first words all trial.
And the mopey side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam.
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen just because they're both noodles? Don't be stupid.
Straight up, she just needs some pasta.
I have too much passion and
Give this
conviction
girl
to
some
cross that
spaghetti.
line. That's the
Make her some
epic reality of the
ravioli.
one and
She
only.
needs pasta. John, where is my lasagna?
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lolly car!
Lowly, curt,
Oh shit.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival.
Yeah, she seems
And
like
if by some
beyond
fluke I
that.
did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect.
Yeah.
That does make some amount of sense.
Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell.
Maybe you used the dumbbell because you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors.
Okay, whatever.
She's very particular about the school.
Are you sure about that?
Toko's too weak to use that thing, let's be real. She is. Whoa! Hi! She's got scissors.
She's fully equipped.
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime. Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong. You can't, can you? Gutter dogs, all of you. Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot. So rope's totally out of the question anyway.
Taka?
I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Taka's brain is
Such
about
a
to
heinous villain
explode.
really be innocent?
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah.
Nobody but the police and people who had read the reports. There is one person who could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. There's one person who knows every
Here's my
detail.
answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents or internal police records.
Byakuya
You've
knows
already
the
looked through
details.
the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
So he learns that Toko and Genocide Jill are the same person. And he does this to frame her.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
He's the only other person with enough
And
knowledge
the
to
reason
pull it
he
off.
pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Oh my god.
He rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me. Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
In the locker room. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed, wouldn't you agree? Suspicious? Seems nobody searched the locker room. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say? The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
How would he know?
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There's a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to... Jesus Christ, stop adding new elements! We're gonna add something called a truth flashback. Aim at a weak spot and hold down the triangle button, and you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change the truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. You don't seem to have the answer to a lie or contradiction in your loaded truth bullets. It might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. Oh, come on! Stop adding new things, please! Okay. Monokuma file number 2 now.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found the body.
Before we found the body.
But he was acting weird. How?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room...
Shut the fuck up, Hifumi.
Absolutely take it! That's
Shut
a
up.
natural reaction for any guy!
Shut up.
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
No!
How did you know it was Chihiro? How did you know?
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body, we couldn't have known who the victim was. So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like, he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered. He's acting like there's nothing to do with
the matter. You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is.
There is.
I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents. The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
Differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible. Okay. Library desk lamp. The cord.
What? The difference between the cases? You want me to explain it again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
Fuck. Wrong bullet. Nope. Fuck. Damn it. God.
The difference between you want me to explain when I want to kill, and I use those same scissors to arrange the body.
But Chihiro was suspended with... It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
Can't shoot.
That's right! It absolutely was!
No.
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I've never seen that rope before in my life.
You have seen that rope before, you bitch. Ah!
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say that
Mondo, is that rope a pain in your balls? Yeah. That extension.
What? An extension cord?
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library.
There it is, fucking hidden under the dialogue box.
And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time?
Mondo's. I just love the very like easy nature of the question. Mondo, is that rope a pain in your balls? Taka asked in the sauna. Sorry. Not sorry. Probably canon.
And there's no way someone who
Moving
uses that
on.
extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
And Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
None of that, right?
Right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
Sure. Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
I know, but still, there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you? I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime. Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
You didn't kill her in the girls' locker room. Something's not right. It was found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... No, there's definitely something off about what he said. The scene of the crime.
You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right? But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
Not only were the posters switched, but
How
the carpets were as
disappointing.
well.
What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown. She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question.
Yeah, there's
about
no
that.
question about where
How
we
could
found
the scene
her.
of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Yeah, along with the rest of the murder scene.
Rest of the murder scene?
Yeah.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who'd been so confident up till now, maybe Byakuya never even realized that the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Don't just move on without permission.
Wait a
What do you mean
minute.
she was killed somewhere else?
Wait a minute.
Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. Something that was switched between the girls' and boys' locker rooms. The posters. The posters were for sure switched. I can confirm that absolutely. The carpets were too.
The poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
Not only that, but the
poster in the
carpets
girls'
as
locker
well
room
as
was-
Sakura's account of the coffee spill.
A picture of a big boobed supermodel. Don't you think that's kind of strange?
I don't know why, but hearing
Why
him
would the
say
girls'
that was
locker
just
room
really
have a
funny.
poster like that?
A big boobed supermodel. What?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Is she gonna like pop them like balloons?
Meanwhile,
What are you gonna do?
the boys' locker room had a poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker room. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Protein
Yes.
coffee?
You're referring to my protein
While I was
coffee.
in the girls'
Art.
locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet.
Sakura.
But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved.
I got it!
Sakura, my
The
beloved.
stain on the
Seriously.
girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too? But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the bloodstained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
I can certainly follow your reasoning, but why would the culprit bother doing that?
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place? To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook.
Did
across the
Chihiro take
cardboard
Leon's
glass.
handbook?
But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Is he right? Yeah. Chihiro absolutely could have gotten in. Broken e-handbook. If she had taken Leon's.
Is it really possible?
Yes.
Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah, I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Fuck. Ah.
Shoot!
God damn it, I can't keep doing that.
Really possible? Could Chihiro really...
I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer after all.
Yeah.
I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
We'll get to why.
No, I don't think that's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What thing?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
No, it's wrong.
Yeah, there's a broken handbook here in the main hall
No,
that we
I
assume
don't
is
think
Leon.
Chihiro used Leon's handbook.
Why not?
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Leon's handbook is broken.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against using someone else's handbook?
There's a regulation against
Actually, the
loaning
rule
it.
states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says
There's nothing about
borrowing
borrowing.
one.
And
In
borrowing
other
a
words,
dead
you
person's
could borrow
handbook
a dead person's
is
handbook all
totally
you
fine,
want,
yeah.
and you'd be safe.
Yup, yup, yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't make any sense anyway.
So then, she must have hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
Psst. You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts glaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't
Then her
modify
handbook was
own
set to give her
handbook,
access to the
Maybe
boys'
Mr.
locker room.
Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room.
Wait a minute.
So I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
Wait. Chihiro's killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya's did it. No.
Hold on
No.
a second.
Hold on.
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right
Which
track.
is aggressively. Yeah, the back of my brain has a reasoning for
You
this, but
finally
I'm
decide to open your mouth and that's what
somehow
you gotta
even
say?
worse. You were really
There's
right.
no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So,
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What? What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
A break from the trial.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting? Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Class trial recess.
For real?
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh boy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Class trial recess. Before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was... back to the crime
The
scene.
girls' locker room?
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Whoa, Taka!
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully.
Oh no.
Take your time.
Examine
Don't
her.
do that.
Careful.
Hifumi, fucking stand in the corner. Get the hell away from this.
Probably best
Pain,
if I don't
misery,
get my hands all
suffering,
over
woe
the girls.
even.
It's not that
I'm-
I'm creeped out or anything. It's just
They're
He's
not
got
about
a
to do what I
witch
think they're about to do,
Very
right?
well.
But you're a girl.
Are they
No, it's okay.
Are they really
I think
about to
Chihiro
do
would rather have a girl
what I
examine
think they're
her.
about to do?
So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are about?
That's not it at all.
I really
Stop
fucking
screwing
hope.
around.
God.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her
Be
body.
sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular
Ugh.
mystery.
God.
Entire body? I know you say that, but... What? This is... What is this...
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is
what?
Is a boy!
Come on! Fuck.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact. What?
You're joking, right?
I wouldn't joke about this.
Ben, it's really true?
Chihiro was a guy?
Oh, what? You guys didn't know? Heck, I knew that right off the bat.
Someone on TikTok wrote a really good mini essay about the Chihiro gender discourse. It's great.
Chihiro
Put that in the
was totally a guy.
I mean, you have to show. Yeah, could you send that to me somehow? I'm definitely gonna need to. Jill, chill the fuck out.
So that's what
Show.
Yoko wanted to
Stop.
show everyone, huh?
Show. No.
Interesting.
No, show. No.
Yes, that certainly does make
That-
things much more exciting.
You missed it? Fucking. Chihiro's a guy. That's the reveal. The reveal is that Chihiro's a guy.
Now let's ride this wave of excitement back to the courtroom and get back to the trial.
Reveal is that Chihiro is a guy who's been
I do
wearing
apologize for keeping
clothes.
you waiting. Now then, let's
You
resume
went to go
the
say
class
goodnight to your
trial.
son. Better you did that than you watched what happened live.
We've all just learned of the shocking revelation that Chihiro was actually a boy.
That is what
Let's
you
pick up
missed.
From there.
I want to put my head through
Yes,
the fucking
well,
wall.
I don't know his reason for hiding it, but the fact is, Chihiro was not a girl, but a boy.
I want to put my head through the damn wall.
And because the victim was male, he would have had no problem gaining access to the boys' locker room.
Assuming his handbook did, in fact, list his gender as male, then yes, that would be true.
Of course his handbook said he was a boy. He dressed like a girl, but he was a boy through and through.
Let the kid wear whatever they want to
So
wear,
then,
all
There
right?
should be no issue with Makoto's initial assertion.
Let the kid wear whatever the
victim
fuck they
was
want
killed
to
in
wear.
the boys' locker room, and was then later moved to the girls' locker room.
And the only person who could have
And the killer
done that
could
was
have
someone
easily
who
used
knew.
Sayaka or
Yeah.
Junko's handbook to get into the girls' locker room.
So Chihiro really was killed in the boys' locker room?
I still don't understand the motive for moving the body, but
The motive for moving the body
Yes,
was to
that does seem
frame
plausible.
Toko.
Well, I must admit, I did find it rather odd. I knew he felt a little off. There was a certain incongruity
Shut
to
the
his female
fuck
body.
up, Byakuya.
This is the most titillating situation!
Put the fucking tongue away.
So now everything
away.
has been connected.
Put it away.
All the mysteries have finally become clear.
Okay, well, connected or clear or whatever.
We still think you're
We
the
still
killer,
think-
man.
Very interesting.
He's off in his
Zone
own.
what about you, Makoto? After everything we've learned, do you still think Byakuya's
I
the
just
killer?
started skipping dialogue at this point. She was so uncomfortable. Yeah, I cannot imagine what this has to be
without
like.
a
This
doubt,
is
Byakuya's
not
the
how you
one
handle
made
that sort of
Chihiro's
thing.
death look like genocide Jack did.
No.
But I think he might not actually be the killer after all.
What? But aren't you the one who accused him in the first place?
Did she hit her own? Did Chihiro hit their own head with the
Like he's
dumbbell?
enjoying us solving the mystery. The way he's acting, it makes it seem like it doesn't have anything to do with him.
Are you fucking trying to say that Chihiro hit themselves in the head with the dumbbell and died?
Because it doesn't have
Are you
anything to do
serious?
with him.
What is this?
Plus, the evidence he left behind was a little too... how can I put it? Overt. He consciously chose to use the extension cord, knowing it would connect him to the murder. At least, that's how I see it. And Byakuya, when you found out the murder took place in the boys' locker room, it seemed to rattle you. And then again, when you found out Chihiro was actually a guy, if you really were the killer, that stuff wouldn't have had any effect on you.
So that's your thinking, huh? Well, it bothers me that you don't have more concrete reasons, but it's fine. I guess I'll mark it as correct for the time being.
What the fuck is your problem, Togami?
Correct?
Dude.
He's right. I am not the culprit. I just happened to come across the corpse in the girls' locker room and decided to alter it.
Are you fucking with us right now?
What the hell?
No, I am not effing with you right now. I'm telling you the truth.
What the fuck?
Well, I find it very hard to believe.
What the fuck?
Find it very hard to believe. You're free to be executed along with the rest of us.
If you're really telling the truth, then why? Why do you do that to his body?
My reasons hardly matter right now. No, uncovering the culprit is much more important.
What the fuck is going on with this?
Now then, if it wasn't me, who was it?
Well, I don't think I can say for sure without talking about it a little more.
What the fuck is going on?
Seriously gonna keep going?
We're all...
No, I'm with Makoto. Because if we're wrong, we all
Yeah, if we're
die.
wrong,
That's
we all
true.
die.
Very well then. I'm with you too.
You never really felt like you wanted to cosplay Chihiro before, but now you kind of want to.
Damn straight.
There.
Count me in.
Do
Cosplay
you
time.
not have a mind of your own?
Shut up,
Of course I
Taka.
do. What am I, an ant or something?
Anyway,
An
let's
ant or
discuss
something?
this all as a group one more time. We still have time to make our decision.
That's very true.
Our lives are all on the line.
Excellent. Then shall we resume our game of hide and seek?
It's a game of shoot the words, but if Byakuya didn't do it, then who's the real killer? Who murdered Chihiro? One thing we can be sure we know about the killer. The killer was able to gain access to the real murder scene, which means the killer is a god. If the crime scene was the boys' locker room, you would need a boys' handbook to get in. When Leon's handbook is broken, the killer would have had to use their own. In other words, it has to be a guy. But that's still not enough. I need to find some more clues. Okay. Celeste's account. What's Celeste's account again? Oh, right.
Isn't there a single clue that might lead us to
the tracksuit in the bag.
Clues are one thing, but did nobody get a look at the killer?
I'm sure if someone saw the killer, they would have said something by now.
Perhaps someone saw the victim at some point. Even that might be enough for now.
Ah.
Yeah. All we need right now is any kind of new info.
It's over. It's
Fuck.
all over.
I think that was it.
You want to know who saw the victim? The killer. And only the killer.
No. And not only the killer. Someone else saw the I'm glad I missed that first shot.
I believe someone else did see the victim
Yikes.
before he was murdered. What do you think, Celeste?
Now that you mention it, yes, I did see him.
Huh? Really?
Oh, but I suppose only Makoto knows about this.
I love how she says the name. Makoto.
The rest
I
of you
love
have
how
no
she says
idea,
that. It's
do
I don't
you?
know, it's fun.
That is why you're all making such
Makoto.
ugly noises.
Whatever. Just
Makoto.
hurry up and tell us.
It was last
Makoto.
night, right before nighttime. I saw
Makoto.
Chihiro in the dormitory warehouse. I saw him stuffing a track jacket into a duffel bag, and then, I assume, he headed off to exercise.
A track jacket and a duffel bag? But we didn't find anything like that at the murder scene.
It seems likely that the culprit destroyed them to get rid of any evidence.
And that is when he said something that struck me as rather odd.
Well, I better get going. I'm kind of in a hurry.
Chihiro told me he was in a hurry. But why would he be in a hurry? Only if someone were
waiting
waiting
for
for him, I should think.
So, Mr. Fujisaki was on his way to meet with someone, and then they were going to work out together?
But Hina and I had invited him to exercise with us plenty of times, and he always declined.
Probably because he was afraid you'd find out the secret he was hiding, right?
Which means that conversely, he must have trusted whoever he was meeting with very much. Enough so that he was willing to risk his secret being revealed.
What a marvelous friendship!
The point is, whoever he met up with is the culprit, right? So we just gotta figure out who it was.
But knowing what we know, I can't even guess.
No. You already have what you need to make the connection.
Huh?
You know who the killer is.
Seriously? Who is it? Who's the killer?
Think back to the track jacket and duffel bag the killer disposed of. Focus on the details of these items, and it should become obvious who was waiting for him.
Are you sure about that? You really think we can
Track
figure
jacket
out
and
who
the
did it
duffel bag.
based on 2 pieces of evidence that we don't have?
Huh.
Why? You want to track down some fingerprints or something?
Why are you sweating?
Even
Or
if we
is
had
that
the
just your
equipment
natural
back,
state?
we wouldn't
I'm
know
pretty
how
sure
to
it's
use
just
it.
your natural state, Hifumi.
As was noted, the evidence is already gone. There's nothing to get fingerprints from.
Maybe, but we can make certain inferences if we just take the time to talk it out.
Easy for you to say, but fine. Celeste, did you notice anything special about the bag or jacket? The bag was just a normal duffel bag from the warehouse. All the bags in there are the same, so I can't imagine what would make that one special.
Well, if I remember right, there was a decent variety of tracksuits to choose from. Do you think there might be some connection between the culprit and Chihiro's jacket?
Perhaps. Let's explore that and talk a bit more about the jacket he took.
Chihiro's track jacket really holds some clue about the killer. Somehow it's really hard to believe. Make your arguments. Celeste's account.
First of all, we know where Chihiro was headed.
Yep.
He was on his way to go exercise. So next we have to ask, why did he choose the specific tracksuit that he did?
What do you mean, the specific tracksuit?
I got it! He picked that tracksuit because it matched the one the culprit was wearing.
So, what you're saying is, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him? My tracksuit is black.
I don't even have a tracksuit. Because exercising sucks.
I have a white tracksuit, personally. I got it from the warehouse, if you must know.
Did any of that really help us get any closer to figuring out who the culprit is?
No way. Not a chance.
Alright, so it's one of the fucking...
You heard him, right? First of all,
What do
we
you
know where
mean?
Chihiro
What the
was
fuck
headed.
do you mean?
He was on his way to go exit, so next we have to... Why did he choose...
What do you mean, the specific?
I got it! It matched the one the culprit.
So, what, the killer was wearing the same blue tracksuit as him?
Did we ever confirm that it was a blue tracksuit? Actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Hold on a second, Mondo.
Celeste was
What
the only
did
one
you just
present.
say? Huh?
Mondo? Don't tell me.
When Celeste testified a few minutes ago...
Don't tell me he's a pain in the balls. Don't fucking tell me. Thumbs up with track jacket and duffel bag and then I swing it off exercise.
She never said anything about the jacket's color.
Oh my fucking god.
So why did you say Chihiro's blue tracksuit?
What are you? You just...
Mondo Owada. How fucking dare you become a pain in my balls? How dare you?
Celeste, what color was Chihiro's tracksuit?
As a matter of fact, it was...
How
blue?
fucking dare you,
Before we began the
Mondo?
trial, did you tell anyone that?
The only one I told about any of this was you.
Then, Mondo, how did you know what color Chihiro's tracksuit was?
Because I just... I'm sure he saw the clothes at some point in the investigation.
He never did.
No, that can't be it. The bag and clothes were surely disposed of by the time we began our investigation.
Then the only reason he could have known what color the tracksuit was
And who would have been strong enough
is
to
if he
move
saw
the
Cherry
entire
even before he
crime
died. That's the only possibility. Cherry?
Cherry? Oh my god.
Are you talking
Joe is
about
giving
Chihiro?
everyone
So, how
nicknames.
about it? Did you see the tracksuit or didn't you?
Why is your tongue doing the fucking loop-de-loop? What is going
Just by
on?
chance. I just happened to see it last night. He walked past me, and he was carrying the tracksuit in his hands.
No, that can't be it either. According to Celeste's testimony,
The tracksuit was in a duffel bag. Like she was trying to hide it.
when Celeste noticed it, Chihiro made a point of making sure the jacket was completely
The
in
bromance
bag.
is shattering. Either the bromance is shattering or the
Just ran
bromance
into
killed
it briefly.
Chihiro
Couldn't possibly
together.
escape.
Which I hope it's not both of them. I don't want to lose them both.
appears
But
you
Mondo,
took your own grave.
Mondo, you're really being a pain in my balls right now.
Perhaps.
I can't fucking
You
believe
handed him the
this.
shovel, didn't you? That's why you said what you did. Focus on the tracksuit and it'll be obvious who he met with?
I miss the pain in my balls so much. Yeah, I'm gonna miss the pain in my balls too. I am never gonna say that sentence
Now
ever
I
again.
understand. It was all one
I
big
think
bluff,
maybe
wasn't
the bit can live on.
it? Your true
I-
intention was to draw a slip of the tongue from the culprit. That's why you said you knew who did it. To put them on edge.
That's right.
I might
However,
just keep doing the bit.
Mondo was my target all along. I had my suspicions about him from the very beginning.
But why? What made you so suspicious?
That's a good question.
The way he was acting.
There was a certain turning point that ticked me off. Maybe you didn't notice it, Mondo, but you tend to refer to men and women differently. You only call guys dude. For girls, it's chick.
Oh.
And after he was killed, you happened to refer to him as dude.
I did not notice
Once I
that.
picked up on that, it occurred to me that Mondo
I did not
knew
notice that
something we
at
didn't.
all. What?
Notice such a
Holy shit, Kyoko.
Are you a witch? She's a witch! You're positively frightful!
No, I'm not the frightful one.
It's the one who's a pain in my ball.
Not nearly as frightful as someone capable of murdering a friend.
Mondo.
Mondo, was it really you? Did you really kill Chihiro?
I didn't kill anyone. You've been all over me, judging everything I say,
Putting words in my mouth. Being a pain in my fucking ball.
What gives you the right to treat me like a goddamn criminal?
The fact that someone's dead and you're the person that's like closest to
Never
it.
do something like that. This is a false accusation.
The bromance. The bromance.
My reasoning on that is pretty shaky.
That was fast.
That was fast.
Well, this does present us with a problem. It seems we are all out of leads.
They were both in the.
My time has nearly come.
Ifumi? What the fuck?
That's what my little ghost friend is telling me.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. Hifumi, weren't you telling me you found some evidence?
Really? What kind of evidence?
Ifumi, you want to fucking spill? Want to spill the beans?
Actually, you know, now that I'm thinking about it here calmly, it might not be all that relevant.
Spit it out.
Jeez, does
Sorry.
your confidence just get up and walk away? It's fine, man. Just tell us.
If you really insist, then, here it is.
What do you have there?
What?
It happens to be an e-handbook. I found it laying on the ground, so I scooped it up.
You found it on the ground, right? Then it must belong to Chihiro.
We know Chihiro's handbook was missing from the scene of the crime, right?
Yeah.
For a fact.
For a fact.
For a fact indeed. I was totally sure I'd found it.
Then it must hold some clue about the culprit, right?
Well, that's what I was hoping. But it's busted. It won't even turn on.
Wait a minute.
The culprit broke it to get rid
But
of any
you can't
evidence
break
after
the-
murder.
That's odd. I didn't think the handbooks were quite so...
Can't break the handbooks. There is a
You're
weakness,
right.
but there's...
They're not. They're totally waterproof and shock resistant. It would take an awful lot to break one.
And yet, this one does appear to be broken, as is Leon's, sitting useless in the main
Wait
hall.
a minute.
For all your confidence, that is a remarkably
Wait
high
a minute.
failure rate.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. 2 e-handbooks broken in the exact same way. 2 guys who spent an entire night in the fucking sauna.
How precisely did the handbooks get broken?
God! There's only one possible explanation. By hitting its weak point.
You already
There
told
is,
us before
there
that
is
the handbook
one
has
weakness
one
to the
weak point,
e-handbooks.
didn't you?
You remember
And there is only one thing
sure.
that
maybe
could have
I had
happened
that
to
slip,
2
but
books.
I never told anyone what the weak point actually was.
But if the handbook is supposed to never break, and 2 of them broke in quick succession,
Then we can only assume that someone's figured out
Either
its
figured out the
weakness.
weakness or
You
accidentally
know
stumbled
what the
upon it.
weakness is, right, Monokuma? So, what is it?
You're asking me?
I think it's a necessary piece of information if you want this to be a fair trial.
I think I know.
If I tell you, and someone else decides to copy it, that would be very not good.
Just tell us already! Why would we want to break our own handbooks?
We wouldn't want to intentionally break our own handbook.
I have a weakness for. Then allow me to make a special announcement. The weak point of my cutting-edge e-handbook
Fucking say it.
is...
Say it. Say tell me heat.
When it's exposed to high temperatures for too long, it will suffer a
Yes!
meltdown
Oh my
and
god, it was both
totally
of them.
break.
It was both of them.
Slip and
Technically, somehow it was both of them.
Yeah, because I found the handbook laying on the floor of the sauna.
Of the
The
sauna.
temperature in the sauna can reach over 200 degrees. Strange.
And
that you
who
don't
spent
get
an
burned.
entire night doing, something in the sauna?
Because as your sweat evaporates, it creates a cooling layer of air around your skin. If the hot air of the sauna were somehow pushed directly onto your skin, you'd definitely get fried. That layer of air would get blown away. That's why you may feel a burning when you move around. So when you're in a sauna, make sure to keep nice and still.
Life tips with Monokuma.
Interesting. I learned one new fact today.
No, you didn't.
That is a mere trifling speck
You
of
didn't
knowledge.
learn anything new today.
Anyway, if you found the victim's handbook in the sauna, then the killer must have been purposely trying to raise its temperature in order to break it.
meaning the culprit somehow knew its weakness.
But how'd they find out? Monokuma said he didn't tell anyone, right?
Indeed.
There are 2 people who would have
What if they found
accidentally
out by
broke it.
accident?
Yes.
What do you mean by accident?
What if the killer took their own handbook into the sauna, not knowing its weakness, and it broke? They'd realize it was broken, of course, and it wouldn't be hard to figure out why. And once they had Chihiro's handbook, they knew they had an easy way to dispose of it.
I won't say it's not possible, but who would have done something like that?
I
I don't
know.
know of anyone who took their handbook into the sauna.
I might know someone who did.
Whoa! Seriously?
I know 2 people
I
who
think the
did.
one who may have taken their handbook into the sauna was...
Might have brought the handbook into the sauna. Be the one who wore all their clothes in. It was. Was it Taka or Mondo who wore all their clothes in the sauna? I'm pretty sure it was Mondo. Mondo was the one who didn't take anything off in the sauna. Yeah, Mondo. Yeah.
Here's my answer.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Which one of them
Mondo,
was shirtless in the
your
picture
handbook
that
got
I
broken
saw
in the
several
sauna,
times?
didn't it?
What? Why? Why do you keep accusing him?
Stop accusing my bro!
Mondo and Taka had an endurance contest in the sauna not too long ago. Remember?
They did. They sure fucking
and for
did.
the contest, Mondo just so happened to keep his school uniform on.
The fucking towel sitting on his hair is
But little
incredible.
did he realize, he'd also left his handbook in one of his uniform pockets. And when it was all
So
over,
he traded
Mondo
Leon's
discovered that
handbook
taking
for
your
his
handbook
own.
into the Sonic could easily destroy it.
No, wait, hold on. You've got it all wrong. He would never kill. I don't accept this. Show me the proof. The actual solid proof.
I mean, I don't want to believe it either, but I found something that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt. Card reader. Broken e-handbook, Chihiro's e-handbook, and the card reader. Oh
Let's
god.
test Makoto's assertion.
Oh god.
If what he says is correct, then Mondo, you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook is actually broken, then that proves that what Makoto said is right.
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
See? Look! Makoto was wrong after all! Mondo wouldn't hurt a fly!
Let's test Makoto. If what he says is you broke your own handbook.
In other words, if Mondo's handbook, then that proves that...
Well, my goddamn handbook works just fine.
No,
Can we prove that this broken handbook doesn't actually belong to Mondo?
Mondo, the handbook you have right now, is it really yours?
Turn it on.
The fuck is
Tell
that
us right
supposed
now.
to mean?
You pain in my balls.
The broken handbook that was in the main hall, isn't that one actually
Is that
yours?
one actually yours?
What the heck are you talking about?
What I mean is, I think Mondo swapped his handbook out for one that actually works. I think he took Leon's handbook.
See,
and
this is a
replaced it
good
with his own.
twist.
After all,
The other
Mondo
shit that's
said
been
himself
happening?
That Leon's handbook never
No.
should be broken.
That's right! The punishment it suffered wasn't nearly enough to destroy it.
So then, the broken handbook in the main hall is actually Mondo's, which would mean that the handbook Mondo has right now is actually Leon's. Yeah, but doesn't that violate the school regulation that says loaning out your
I
handbook
mean, you can
is
take a dead
prohibited?
man's handbook.
Well, here's how I look at it. There is a rule about loaning your handbook to another student, but if they're dead, they're not a student. It's kind of a gray area, I admit, but no worries.
Kind of a
If
gray
anything,
area.
It
Yeah,
just
kind
makes
of.
things more interesting.
Jesus
As such,
Christ,
I
Monokuma.
decree that exchanging handbooks with a corpse is not a violation of the rules.
Exchanging
Well,
handbooks
Mondo,
with a corpse.
If I'm wrong about this, you're welcome to say so.
Speak up. Or is this just another pain in your balls, Mondo?
I'm happy to admit I made a mistake, but...
Son of a bitch.
Pain in my balls!
What's wrong, bro? Come on, tell him he's wrong.
Come on, bro. This isn't gonna be some, like, pain in the balls, right?
You are wrong. You have to be wrong. Everything you just said is wrong. You made it all up.
Okay, then why don't we look
back
back
at
on
this
this
case
case
one
one
more
more time? That way, everything will become clear. And
I'll
we'll all
see if I was right or wrong. Climax interference. Alright. Okay. So Chihiro gets the thing, says hello. Puts the tracksuit in the bag. Goes in. Something. Hello. Splat. Rolls up the carpet. No, wait. Instead of that,
It's this. Yeah. Act 3 is the carpet gets rolled up. The poster gets taken off the wall. What? Hang on. I'm gonna just go with this for now. And now we get to the point where Byakuya comes in. Wait. I just realized what that thing is. I just realized where this is. And now we get to all the stuff with Byakuya. Let's see if I'm right. Let's see if I'm right.
First, let's take a look back to before the incident.
Okay.
Last night, Celeste saw Chihiro in the warehouse, correct? At the time, she was apparently stuffing something into a duffel bag. That something was a blue tracksuit. You can confirm this, right, Celeste? With bag in hand, Chihiro headed out, even though it was officially nighttime. She made her way to the locker room, specifically the boys' locker room. But how could the victim, who was apparently a girl...
Got those two, right?
Because she was really a he, which is why he was able to use his own e-handbook to gain entrance to the boys' locker room. Once inside, he met with someone there. And the person he met was the one who killed him. It seems likely that the killer grabbed the nearby dumbbell, approached the unsuspecting Chihiro.
Was Byakuya testing me the entire fucking time? Dick.
And that's
Got
where
it.
the bloodstains on the poster and carpeting in the boys' locker room came from. It was likely in the heat of the moment. The body was arranged, but the murder itself felt unplanned. Which is why the killer hurried to try and hide the act. First, pulling up the bloodstained carpet, then removing the bloody poster.
Shit. Fuck.
Here's
That?
exactly what
Is
happened.
it that now?
Which is why the killer hurried to try and then removing the
Okay.
blood
Please. Yay, that's the right one.
and finally carrying the corpse into the girls' locker room. A girl's handbook was necessary to get into the locker room, of course, but this alone doesn't prove that the killer was necessarily a girl. After all, Sayaka and Junko's handbooks had been placed in the main hall. Using one of those, a boy could get into the girls' locker room without much problem. And that's exactly how the killer did it.
Got it.
With the carpet and the poster they brought with them, they got to work. They changed the layout of the boys' and girls' locker room in what you might call a crime scene switch.
Mm-hmm.
That could have been the end of things, but no. Byakuya discovered the body and decided to
Intervene in the situation.
making things even more complicated.
Byakuya decided to be a pain in my balls.
That's all he did. He decided to be a pain in my fucking balls. Fuck! God damn it. So if it wasn't that, did he see the dumbbell? The extension cord came first. Then this goes here. This goes here.
Here's exactly
Alright,
what happened.
now I keep going.
That
Yeah,
could
he's
have
already
been
got the
the
extension
thing.
cord there.
But
Oh my
no,
god, I just missed it.
Byakuya discovered.
I just missed the fact that he was already holding the extension cord
So,
there.
after stumbling on the crime scene, he went and grabbed the extension cord from the library. And then he got to work. He used the cord to string up Chihiro's lifeless body. Then, using the victim's own blood, he left a grisly message there at the scene of the crime. He wanted to create the illusion that Genocide Jack was responsible for the slaughter. And around the same time that Byakuya was putting together this facade, the killer, having already disposed of Chihiro's bag and other belongings, arrived at the sauna. There, they planned to destroy the last piece of evidence.
Ah! Damn it! Fuck, fuck, fuck! It's this. It's this.
Here's exactly what happened.
Ugh, now I have less tries for the last fucking thing.
And around the same
God
time,
damn it! If I lose here, do I have to do the entire trial over again? 'Cause I'm gonna do that off.
And just as the killer expected, that somehow the killer and the reason they knew that, and that's how it.
Okay. No. Okay.
Isn't that
Thank
right,
God.
Mondo Arata?
Mr. Pain in my balls.
Alright,
Wait. No. This can't be right.
my bro!
Where's your evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence?
Taka, I just laid out all my evidence.
You need proof.
I just told you all of it.
You can't pin any of this on him.
Evidence that Mondo was the killer. That revealed itself earlier in the trial. If I could somehow show where Mondo's handbook is right now, once I do that, everything will become clear. Oh, come on. Let's talk a little bit about fever time and negative time. During a bullet time battle, if you press the R1 button, fever time will activate and the tempo will be forced to its max. Even if you push the buttons at random, you won't miss. However you want to destroy the verbal assault. It only lasts until the focus gauge runs out. Of course, it wouldn't be fair if only you got to access special time, so we've also prepared something called negative time that your opponent can use. If the opponent activates it during a bullet time battle, your tempo marker will disappear. Oh god. If you were to activate fever time at this point, no, never mind, I'm sure nothing would happen. I don't know what I was worried about. Unsurprisingly, if your action difficulty is set to gentle, the opponent won't use negative time. Well then, good luck and have fun. Okay. Moment of truth. Taka?
Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen. False. I refuse to vote. Show me some evidence. You're wrong. I won't listen. I refute you. False. Show me some evidence. I won't listen! False! You're corrupt! Show me some evidence!
This should prove it.
I got him. Taka, shush. I know you're in love with this man, but we need to fucking get through this.
So
I think he's so far as
Mondo must have replaced his broken handbook with Leon's. In which case, we can just check each of our handbooks right now. Once we do that, we'll...
We don't gotta do that.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I did it. I killed him.
Mondo, I liked you. It's always the people I like, motherfucker. Results. I got there. I got there in the end. 84 medals. I got there in the end.
Bro, what are you saying?
No, bro.
I got no choice.
No,
man.
bro.
After hearing all
The
that,
only person I
gotta
don't
just
like is Hifumi. Yeah.
give up.
Seriously. But, like, even within that, it's always the people that I, like, specifically more enjoy. Chihiro, Sakura, Mondo. Like...
Go ahead, Monokuma. Get it over with. Ask for the goddamn verdict.
Roger that.
Wait! Hold on!
No waiting! No holding on! Time for the moment we've all been waiting for! Grab your lever and give it a yank! Who will you elect as the Blackened this time around?
A Sayaka, not... Oh, right, yeah, Sayaka. I must have just... Yeah, they're very, very similar. But yeah, also, if anything happens to Sakura, the problem is, like, now that I'm like, okay, cool, those guys are dead, I can't hang out with them anymore, let me go hang out with this one. Oh! Characters who die or are the murderer typically are featured more heavily.
Will
Yeah.
you make the right choice? What's it gonna be?
But the problem is, it's like, also all the ones that I'm specifically like, well, now that those guys are dead, let's move on to these three, spend a little more time with them. But, yeah, like, Jesus Christ. Okay.
What?
Uh-oh. This time it looks like you got it right again. Yes, it is so. The Blackened that killed Chihiro Fujisaki was... Mondo Owara! In case you're wondering, the vote was not unanimous. Kiyotaka chose the wrong answer. You're treading very close to the danger zone, Mr. Ishimaru. You need to be more careful.
I refuse to believe it. There's no way. No way he would kill someone.
Sorry.
Sorry.
What is this?
Why are you apologizing? Why? Why? Why did you do it?
Now then.
Well, it looks like Mondo's taken a vow of silence, so allow me to explain on his behalf.
Actually...
The story of the murder this time is the sad story of two men. Oh, but for anyone who doesn't really want to hear it, you can hit the circle button to fast forward the text.
There was once a young boy, and his name was Chihiro Fujisaki. He had an extreme inferiority complex regarding his own lack of strength. You're so weak even though you're a boy. He'd heard things like that as long as he could remember, and he couldn't overcome his weakness. On the contrary, he tried to hide it and buried himself further and further into that weakness, to take on the fragile form of a petite young girl.
Ugh. Sorry, the way they're handling this is not good. He's chosen that as his way out.
Nobody will be able to say anything about even though you're a boy. No matter how tightly he wrapped himself up in that shell, the inferiority complex had already taken root deep inside of him, and it was not so easily weeded out. As it turned out, the shell was completely empty. The complex didn't disappear. Instead, it only grew stronger and stronger.
Weak.
Once the killing game had begun here at the school, he had no choice but to accept this fact. After all, this world is survival of the fittest. If you're not strong, you don't survive. And then the lovely and hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets, which of course included Chihiro's embarrassing secret, which I was more than willing to divulge.
handling this so fucking poorly. God damn it. And Monokuma, Danganronpa, Jesus Christ. And that was something Chihiro couldn't let anyone find out, no matter the cost. If that was revealed, it would be the end. The hardened shell would crack, the armor would fall away. Without a doubt, those around him would torture him more than ever before. Everyone figured being thrust into such a dilemma must have sent him spiraling into despair. And yet...
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I don't really want to talk about it right now.
But...
But I also don't want to leave things the way they are, so maybe I can talk about it later. After I try my best to become strong. Then I can tell everyone. Annoyingly, he used the thread of discovery to motivate himself to become stronger.
That's right.
Now's my chance.
I want to change.
I'm gonna get stronger. Accept who I am. Strong enough so that someone says, even though you're a boy, I'll be okay. I'll get better. With that thought at the front of his mind, he resolved to take immediate action, and so... That day, he made the commitment to begin exercising. He was prepared to retrain his mind and body, but sadly, that would be the first and only chance he would get at it.
Hey,
When he decided to start exercising, he thought it would be a good idea to ask for someone's help. But he wanted to tell that person his secret first, and then ask them to help him from there. This is why the discourse is so mixed, because you can't, like, really tell if Chihiro was trans or not. Yeah, that's a problem. Like, this whole thing, the fact that they used it as a big reveal like this makes it feel really icky. And, like, come on. Really? The person he went to...
that's right. It was me.
Yep, it sure was. The biker gang fella had been painfully clear about how important his manly promises were. So Chihiro probably figured that even if he confided in Mondo, his honor would make him keep the secret. Plus, Mr. Macho Mondo was the very symbol of a strong man that Chihiro had always inspired to. Maybe talking to Mondo about it will help give me some courage. So he went, asked Mondo to help him become strong. That was his aspiration. And he thought that only with Mondo's support would he ever be able to come close to that.
Correct.
So then that must be why Mondo did what he did. To help keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro. Huh? Did what he did? I mean, that's why Mondo carried Chihiro from the boys' locker room into the girls' locker room. That's exactly what I mean. It wasn't to cover up what he'd done.
Certainly.
It could have been part of it, but I don't think it was the main reason. The real purpose was to keep the promise between men he'd made to Chihiro. But how does the moving the body keep his secret? Because if everyone knew he'd been killed in the boys' locker room, then everyone would have been arguing about how she got into the boys' locker room, right? Once that started up, at least a few of us would have immediately begun to suspect the identity, so he tried to protect Chihiro's secret by putting him in the girls' locker room and stealing his handbook. See? Mondo did all that to keep the promise he'd made to Chihiro, who he'd also killed. Why would he do that? Why can you talk the more I don't understand? I mean, you guys trusted each other, right? So why? Why did you? Because no matter what, I didn't want anyone to know.
I knew it.
So that's what triggered it after all. The possibility of having your embarrassing memories and secrets exposed.
What is this?
But that's impossible. Nothing could have been that bad. Something you didn't want anyone to know, even if it meant killing someone.
You're wrong.
It's impossible.
Don't make me repeat
How many times must I repeat myself? To judge others by your own standard is the height of folly. Even if you cannot comprehend it, he obviously can. That's all there is to it. Well, while we're on the subject, why don't I tell you? That embarrassing memory? That secret he didn't want anyone to know?
Hey,
You know what Mondo did? He killed his own brother! Mondo, the ultimate biker gang leader, makes all the hoodlums and riffraff across the country tremble. But the only reason he had a chance to join a gang in the first place was because of a certain someone. I'm fucking shocked. Mondo's older brother was named Daya Awada. Mondo had nothing but respect for him. It was because of Daya that Mondo ever got on a motorcycle.
Mondo's brother was his only family growing up, the only one Mondo could trust or respect. He wanted to measure up to his big brother, so he imitated him in everything he did. Mondo was the epitome of the starry-eyed kid brother. Meanwhile, the charismatic older brother had put together a local motorcycle gang, and before anyone knew it, it had grown into the biggest biker gang in the country. Daya, the older brother, number 1 in the gang, and his number 2, his younger brother Mondo. In the beginning, everyone was peaches and gravy. But when Mondo started to think about how we would have to take over the gang from his brother someday, his brother's greatness, his reputation, began to gnaw on Mondo's very soul.
The kid's gonna take over for Daya, huh? Daya created this gang with his bare hands. Mondo is just along for the ride. Can someone like that really be our leader? All that'll do is make the gang look bad.
Almost every day, Mondo heard the gossip and whispers of the other members of the gang. Which is why...
I
gotta get stronger. Stronger than Daya. Once. Just one time. No matter what, I gotta win.
Don't fuck with me.
I don't care what it takes. I gotta come out on top. And on the night,
And on the night of his amazing brother's retirement ceremony, Mondo challenged him to a street race. But during the race, tragedy struck. The kid brother pushed ahead with reckless abandon, eager for victory, and dashed into oncoming traffic. But suddenly...
he didn't, directly kill his brother, but he's the reason that he died. That makes more sense.
Laying in his kid brother's arms, the older brother delivered his final words.
My bad, kid. I fucked up. Sorry.
Of course he knew it was his brother's fault, but Daya never blamed him for what happened.
Hey, kid. The rest is up to you. No matter what. You gotta keep the gang together. It's the team you and me put together. It's a promise between men.
He decided to hide the truth of what happened from everyone else in the gang. In order to keep the gang together and keep the promise to his brother, he could never admit to anyone that it was his own weakness that caused the accident. And as a result, the team was made even stronger, under the banner of the kid who'd bested his big brother. Daya was gonna lose to his kid brother, so he got stupid and got himself killed. That became the explanation for what happened. Mondo's lie became the truth. He wanted to lead the team so bad he was willing to tell all kinds of lies about his brother.
I'm strong. Strong.
And yet, as soon as our killing game began, he realized, no matter how tough he pretended to be, he was another weakling that could die in an instant. And then the lovely, hateful Monokuma announced the revealing of the embarrassing secrets. At that point, it was clear I would have no problem shedding light on his secret. Mondo killed his own older brother.
No matter what, I couldn't let the other gang members find out. If that happened, everything would have been ruined. Everything me and my brother worked to create would have been destroyed. His death, all the guilt I've been carrying around, it all would have been for nothing. So that's why I
Mondo.
After I saw what Monokuma had on me, my head filled up with a kind of fuzzy uneasiness. It just started swirling around. I'd never felt anything like it before. I didn't know what to do about it. I wasn't sure what to think or say, but after a while, that fuzzy uneasiness turned itself into a rock-hard lump of anxiety way down in my stomach. And it was right around then that Chihiro asked me to start working out with him. And right there, he told me a secret. Seriously? Jesus.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry I lied to you.
But why? Why now? Why are you telling me this all of a sudden?
Huh?
Because, I mean, you've kept that secret all this time, right? If anyone found out, you would...
But
You're right, but...
I want to change.
I want to change. I wrap myself in lies. I'm weak. I want to destroy that version of me forever.
His words were like a knife in my gut. I felt like he was exposing the lie I'd been living myself.
I have to change. I don't want to be weak anymore. You're so strong, it can't hurt you, right? Whatever secret Monokuma might tell us.
You piece of...
So what? You're saying I should just say it?
What?
You're saying if I really am, I should just be able to tell everyone my secret?
Huh? I was
jealous. I was jealous of Chihiro's strength. He had the strength to face his own weakness, to try and overcome it. He was the kind of strength I've never had. So I was jealous of him. And that jealousy, it broke me.
What?
Are you making fun of me? I'm strong. Are you fucking with me right now?
No! I'm not making fun of you. You really are strong, Mondo.
I felt like I could hear something starting to creak. Something inside my head. What did he want me to do? What was I supposed to do? What was I supposed to just sit back, let my secret get revealed and ruin everything?
What's wrong?
What's wrong?
Why do you have to tell me all that? You're trying to rub my failure in my face?
No, I just really admire you. I admire your strength.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. I am strong. I'm strong. Strong. Stronger than you. Stronger than Daya. I don't remember anything after that. When I woke up again, he was laying at my feet, covered in blood. I had the dumbbell in my hand and I was just staring at him, down on the ground.
Hey.
I killed him. I killed Chihiro. Even after all this time, I'm still just as weak as I've always been. And thanks to that, I did something I can never take back.
Mondo. He was normally so aggressive, so angry. He hid that weak side away from everyone. That was his secret. A weakness like that lived in a heart like his. It turned him cold-blooded. God damn it. Look at him! You see? You're all just like him! For a secret from the past, for a memory. For that, he killed another living human being in cold blood! He couldn't cut free of his regrets from the outside world. He doesn't know what true strength is. Do you see hope anywhere in there? 'Cause I sure don't.
You bastard! Shut up, bitch! Go ahead, say it again, I dare you!
Yep. Okay, I'll say it as many times as I want. It's what I want to say, but unfortunately I can't do that right now because the time for punishing is fast approaching. Punishing?
It can't be.
You mean execution?
That's what I promised you, right? The blackened that disturbs the peace will be punished.
Ridiculous.
Hold on.
Now then.
Prepared a very special punishment.
Oh boy. Text is going away for a minute. Actually, no, text is staying.
Everything we've got. It's punishment time.
Oh dear. I said wait!
Sorry, man. I couldn't keep the promise we made. From one man to another.
Oh no. Mondo has been found guilty. Time for the punishment. Oh. Hello? Mondo's got the haircut. Mondo's got the haircut. Oh no. Oh no. The Cage of Death. Monokuma with the Mondo wig. What will he do? Murder! Oh boy. Oh my god. What the oh my god. Mondo butter! Oh, babe, fuck you. Fuck you. At the very beginning of the stream, you roll it as like, so, who wants butter? God damn. Monokuma turned this man into butter for the fucking corn hair. God damn it. Oh my god. That sucks. Laugh at death, and your soul will forever be at peace. It can't be. My brother. Another murder, and another execution. I want to feel again. Everyone's lives are taken so lightly here. I feel like I might be going mad. Maybe I'll just let it happen. It's alright, man. Let it out. As Taka's sad screams invaded our skulls, we were each forced to realize once again. But he... Of course he had to. What a disappointment. This is the end of the game? But... Byakuya?
What is this?
You're completely insane, you know that? A game! One of our friends is dead, do you realize that?
Naturally.
Of course I do. Because this game is life or death.
Hey.
I don't have anything to say to you. I don't have a response except that I just don't understand why. Why did you go out of your way to disguise Mondo's crime?
What?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Because it made things more interesting. His voice was calm, emotionless, like the voice of death. It chilled me to the bone. Last night, when the murder took place, I was in the library, as usual.
Honestly.
So you ignored the nighttime rule too? That rule never mattered to me. I don't recall agreeing to it.
There is nothing to be
I
done.
don't particularly care. Please continue. The night grew late. I decided to return to my room, which is when I stumbled upon him. I spotted Mondo coming out of the girls' locker room. After he'd gone, I looked inside and saw the corpse. You witnessed the murder? He was such a fool. He didn't have the slightest idea that I'd seen him.
Well...
So, you're saying you knew who the culprit was from the very beginning?
That's right.
Indeed. But if that had been the end of it, how boring would that have been? I mean, what a waste of time to have the answer revealed right at the beginning. Which is why I decided to lend a little helping hand. I thought it would liven things up. You did all that to liven things up?
I see.
So after hearing about Genocide Jack from Toko, you decided to use that to create the fake murder scene. Damn, man. If we hadn't figured out who'd really done it, you would have been dead too, right? Well, obviously, I would have revealed the truth before it reached that point. Of course. Byakuya turned and looked me in the eye. I could feel his sharp eyes piercing into me. Thanks to a certain remarkable someone, it never did. And I was able to perform an interesting little experiment.
Interesting.
Once I do decide to become blackened, I now know who I'll have to watch out for. What?
Correct.
So that was your reason. Are you satisfied?
Indeed.
Yes, we're done listening to your story. Moving on. There's something I'd like to ask Monokuma.
What's this?
Oh? I'm up next.
You.
You like to perform these elaborate executions each time, correct? My question is, why? Do you like them? But you know, this punishment, this despair, it's not just for you. All this punishment, all this despair is my gift to mankind itself.
What?
You're over-exaggerating. I am not over-exaggerating. These punishments are meant to transform all hope into despair.
Damn.
What do you mean? Mean? Mean?
What the
Mean. Good grief! I don't understand why you have to pick apart every little stupid thing. Whatever. It doesn't matter. In the end, I'm going to stand alone as the victor. And then everything will be revealed to me. Ah, the noble son of a noble family. Truly, you understand me. I think this is the start of a terrifying friendship.
That's enough.
Shut up. I would never stoop to the level of a childish criminal like you. Let me just say this. After I've achieved a complete victory, you're up next. I'm going to find you and kill you. Understand? In the name of the Togami family, for which victory is a foregone conclusion.
You're getting all riled
Ooh, so cool! It's like you're the main character of a video game or something. No trash mob for you. I swear, whatever it takes, I will kill you. Temper. Sounds like someone needs a nap. Thank you for laughing the more intense laughs with. Monokuma's laughter peeled across the courtroom, and the curtain closed on the case of Chihiro and Mondo. But I knew that wasn't the end. The killing game would still continue, because the mastermind wouldn't let it end. For those of us who were still alive, our worst fear and despair kept on multiplying. It was the kind of despair that felt like a blind puppy in hell had more of a future than us. All of our courage, our effort, our friendship felt like it amounted to nothing at all. It was the worst kind of despair.
Well, anyway, like I was saying,
So?
this is a pretty good spot. Yeah, a really good spot.
Why are we seeing
Anyway,
this?
isn't it amazing how that girl went and killed someone before things even had a chance to get boring? Once things really get moving, it'll be like a roller coaster. There won't be any stopping it. Fear and despair charge forward at a speed nothing can hope to match. But I must admit, I'm disappointed. I went to all the pain and effort of making you part of the group, and you couldn't play your part.
Hello?
You do remember you were supposed to make the first move, right?
Hello?
Well, no biggie. Nothing we can do about it now. So just do your best to make things more exciting from now on, okay?
What?
After all, that's what everyone wants to see.
There's one thing I'd like to ask.
As long as you don't want to know my measurements, fire away.
Who is it? The 16th high school student, I mean.
My, you really took me by surprise there. I know I said you could ask anything, but super denied, ultra denied, demonic denied. Because you see, that's my ace in the hole.
What?
And nobody'd be dumb enough to reveal that, right? No matter how close they were to their friends.
Who is this? I mean, out of anyone it could be, Sayaka, Junko, Leon. Probably not Sayaka. Yeah, Sayaka, because, you know, dead body. Leon, maybe, because of execution. Junko, probably not, because full of 1,000 spears. Who the fuck is this? Uh-oh. Oh my god, that's why the chapter is called Boy's Life of Despair. 10 surviving students. To be continued. Holy shit. You received the crazy diamond present. 2 of a kind. Trophy earned. Holy shit. Oh.
I know I shouldn't cry, but
Asahina.
I've had enough. I can't take it anymore.
Fan service? Yeah,
Getting out
someone...
of here anytime soon.
Someone is very well regarded for drawing this panel. Jesus.
It's impossible.
Can't even have a blanket on.
I can't let myself think about how much I want to get out of here. If I keep thinking like that, I might decide to.
Donuts. I need to eat some donuts. That'll cheer me up. Glazed donuts, twisty donuts, jelly donuts, cream-filled donut holes, malasadas.
Okay.
Oh god of donuts, I'm praying for a wonderful encounter. I'm sorry. Please forgive me for making the nighttime more, but right now for me, donuts are absolutely necessary. Huh?
Huh?
What's that sound? Sounds like it's coming from the bathhouse.
But...
Super scared, but... Is someone there? What the hell? A next generation legend. Stand tall, galactic hero! The morning after the conclusion of the second class trial, everyone met up in the dining hall, just like always. And I expected it to start like any other day, that's what I expected, but... This cow kinda sucks, huh? Yoko and Byakuya still refuse to show up. And I haven't seen Miss Asahina anywhere! She said her stomach was growing, so she's taking it easy in her room for today.
Oh!
That's actually unusual for her. Normally she's so full of energy. Which is exactly what makes me worry.
So then...
It's just the 7 of us then? It looks that way.
How about that?
Sounds like this where the committee chairman needs to get things going with a bang!
Impossible.
Or not. Man's still in shock. Taka hasn't said a word since everything that happened yesterday. One look at his face showed he hasn't slept a wink last night. Must be because of Mondo. Two of them became so close that he finds out Mondo killed Chihiro, and then having to watch Mondo get punished. Nothing he could do about it. I can't even imagine what it must have done to him.
Well...
So, I mean, what's gonna happen now? We haven't found any way out. We have no idea if help's ever gonna come.
It's
I'm stressed just thinking about it. Simply have to make the best of things. Do our best to get along and live here together in peace. Forget about the outside world and accept this new life. This is the only hope we have now. Here forever?
Well...
Here we have every convenience. We have food, clothes, and every need is seen to. Keep this satisfied. Let me ask you this. What is it about the outside world that you long for?
Is that okay?
Competition, discrimination, victimization, and violence. As society grows, so does its cover. In which case, our current situation... Teenage old pretty punchy princess! What the fuck did you just say to me?
Huh?
Here we go!
Be the drill shop owner, the bunny-eared Amazon, the cat girl dog boy, Rover Justice the Galactic King. What the fuck? And what I mean is there's no 2D here!
There is nothing to be done.
The mastermind said to put such base desire into their advantage, bending you to their will.
You know?
Okay, well, anyway, since Taka's, like, catatonic, as the oldest one here, I'm officially stepping up to take the lead. So, we're all gonna work together, spend the rest of the day searching the school. Searching?
I'm right.
Well, I mean, the class trial's over and all.
Perhaps.
There should be places for us to investigate. Yeah, that's the ticket. Maybe we'll find some kind of clue this time.
Well then.
Once we're done eating, let's split up and begin looking around. Any problem with that, Celeste? There may well be a discovery waiting for us with my initial life here. No, the point is to look for clues. And just as we were starting to come together, she barged in and ruined the
You
conversation.
called for me, so I appeared.
Nobody called for you!
What the? How come it's Genocide Show and not Toko?
Yes! God, this place is amazing! Finally a place I can just be my murderous self! That's why I decided to stop holding back and spread my wings! No more hiding in a cave for me! Plus, I have another battle to fight! The whole killer with a split personality thing is so overdone! I gotta destroy that stereotype! I'll fight all day and night to murder those totally slanderous cliches!
You are a killer with a split personality.
If she weren't here, my chances of survival would go up at least 10%. Come on, you gotta back me up here. Even the biggest stars need little people to hold them up.
She's interesting. Well, whatever else we do today, first we should eat. Can't do anything on an empty stomach.
You're right. Let's hurry up and eat so we can start our investigation. So we were forced to eat breakfast with a murderer. After a much-needed but very annoying meal, we set to work looking around the school.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and save my game. Everyone is watching me save my game. And, well, that is where we're gonna be done for the night. Goodness gracious. Good fucking lord. What a nightmare that was. Wow. Thank you for all being here. Thank you for all helping me through that. Cool. Babe, no context. So fun. So no context. Chapter 3 is at least better than that one, right? Right? Also, is Byakuya just gonna keep making things needlessly difficult just to fucking test me? Because I swear, can I just, like, set Genocide Show on him? Better as in less problematic? Yeah. Good. Good. Oh, Jesus. That is not a good reveal to have. You're kind of mad about it in terms of quality, but as long as it's... Listen, as long as it's less problematic than that whole situation was, we'll be fine. Yeah. Yeah, nothing else is blatantly transphobic, lol. Thank God. Like, when did this game come out? I'm gonna use my phone to look it up. Let's see. Danganronpa. Danganronpa release date. Trigger Happy Havoc was 2010. The game was originally released on PlayStation Portable in Japan on November 2010. Later ported to iOS and Android devices on August of 2012. What? The first game, Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc, was released for the PlayStation Portable in 2010. Yeah. The next question I see on Google is Danganronpa appropriate for 12-year-olds? No. Absolutely not. No. 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 Absolutely not. Okay. Well, I think I'm about done with stream, so I'm gonna do my thing and play my outro music and shut stuff down. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for dealing with this, and now I'm gonna go have some butter. Good night, everyone.